So Carbide, this guy first came out around a year ago during the Blockbuster event. He was quite a part of a quest item. I'm not too sure if he's back in the birthday llamas next week or whenever the birthday llamas are out. But that's what we're doing today. We're using a video on Carbide. So what is his perk? He has Zip and Zap Plus. So lefty and righty applies Affliction, which deals 26 base energy damage per second for 3 seconds. Lefty righty uses space pistols, which fire piercing, bouncing lasers. So that is a very detailed commander perk. So this is the build I've actually gone with it. Preemptive strike, just for that initial ton of damage on those full health enemies. Now I've kind of mixed outlanders with soldiers in this one. So we've got where's lefty. So every pistol elimination after using lefty righty grants a 1 second cooldown, which I think is decreases the cooldown, sorry, by 1 second, which I think is very useful if we've got a pistol just as our standby weapon. So when we finish lefty righty, we fire with pistols and we get our actual lefty righty back quicker. We then have plasma arc. Because we're dealing energy damage, we're going to be having plasma arc, so it's got a 20% chance to zap a nearby enemy for 58% of that damage dealt. We then have hip shot. We have the hip shot to increase the pistol damage for our actual pistol we'll be using away from lefty righty. I'm not 100% sure if pistol damage does increase lefty righty damage. I'm just going to say it does for right now. And then we have space technology, which increases ability energy damage by 15.5%, so we're getting an additional 15.5% on our lefty righty. And then finally we have bang and pow, just to increase our lefty righty by 25%. So there's quite a lot of buffs we have on this build for Carbide with Zip and Zap Plus. So I'm not too sure how this is going to work, but I think it'll be very, very good. So let's get this into a mission. So we're in our Twine Peaks mission. It is power level 108. I'm going to be using 130 pistol for this, just for the cooldown. I don't really care about having it absolutely overkill enemies. I just want to find a decent horde, either a horde or a mist monster. I think we just found, oh, there's a smasher here. Hey, can do it straight on the smasher then. So we'll power lefty righty out. Now lefty righty doesn't necessarily do tons of damage. We're getting it a bit to zap. We saw a tiny bit of zap on this guy. Didn't feel as great, but then we look at our cooldown, 90-second cooldown from on finish. Every elimination is going to reduce that cooldown by a single second. So obviously if you get 90 eliminations with a pistol incredibly quickly, you'll get your cooldown back. Keep looking at that. Come on. Get the elimination, just slices a second off it. There we go, went pretty much 1.05, 1.03 very quickly. Every one of these. Look, we quickly get it. You really want hordes like this for your cooldown to come back. You really want them. What other abilities does Carbide have? He has Shockwave, just the typical Shockwave, and he's got Grenade, like so. Oh, perfectly timed Grenade there. Now we've only got 27 seconds left on our cooldown. I really want to test it. I go, I say against a, I won't say Smash, I want to think like an encampment. I think this would be very good. It also bounces. I really want to try boxing an enemy in. There's an encampment there. There's also a smash here. Right, I think it's worth me trying to just get a regular enemy or a few enemies, box them in, see if I can just bounce them around a bit. Oh, the smash is going to destroy it, isn't he? It's going to be annoying. Let's just try. Hopefully not. Let's just try boxing them in, bouncing it around. Hey, they absolutely bounce everywhere. I'm trying not to directly hit the enemies. I want to see how much damage we can actually. Have we limit? Wow. Okay, that actually works a ton better. I didn't realise. I don't know how many times these actually bounce. I thought it was just a single bounce. But by the looks of that, it bounced off this wall, pierced the smasher again, and then a few more times. I'm really unsure how many times that works. We'll have to test that out and have a little look, see how many times it does bounce, because that was actually really good. So I've just built another box like this. I'm just going to patch the floor up in case it creeps down there. I'm going to shoot one shot and see how many times it bounces. Let's see how quickly I can count. So about, I don't know, 8 or 10 times. Let's try again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, around, let's just call it 9. Between 8 and 10. So I'm just going to say 9 bounces. That is really, really useful. So when that smasher actually came in, it was taking 9 amounts of damage, in contrast to when we were just shooting it directly. So we need to test if this sets off exploders If this sets off sploders, it's going to ruin the whole, you can shoot down trap tunnels. So I'm going to have to hopefully find some sploders in this mission, or the next mission, and just see if it sets them off. I more than likely will set them off though. There's an encampment down here. I'm going to wait till I get my cooldown back before I start the encampment. I just want to test it out on the encampment. Let's just eliminate these guys. Give us an extra 3-4 seconds. I'll tell you what, I'll actually start the encampment, get the cooldown a bit, then run away from the encampment just so they all respawn. Get a few more eliminations. We've got 36 seconds left. Already on 27. Just that's how useful this is. If you get a big horde like this, it'd be very good. So hopefully in this mission, well, we do have 2 AFKs, but hopefully in this mission we'll have some big hordes, which is what I would really like. So we can spam lefty righty. Once lefty righty's up, we can spam our pistols down there, get our cooldown off lefty righty. We'll take it off cooldown really. That should be good. So let's get ready with this. I'm not going to put any walls in the way, just so it bounces. Let's just whip lefty righty back out when these guys spawn. There we go. Oh, let's attack the big guys. Good if lefty righty was fully automatic. I hope there's a hero that kind of makes them into SMGs. I think that'd be really cool. It's not letting me shoot. That really bugged out there. We had one enemy left. Let's just say we did it with one whole lefty righty. That was really, it just wasn't letting me shoot. But we got a little look at what lefty righty actually looks like. Making way to the shelter. Arculo Jess. This one's gonna be Arculo. Yep. It's like, oh, that skin. That skin. You never expect people wearing that skin to do the mission. You never do. Let's get building. Hopefully it's not a metal storm though. Ah, here we go. Propane tanks. That's exactly what we wanted. Still got 20 odd seconds left on this cool. Any husks nearby just so I can reset this cooldown a tiny bit? There's absolutely nothing. Right, we've got lefty righty back. I'm gonna try it if it bounces. Can you? I don't think it does, you know. Oh, that is really good then. It doesn't actually set off propane tanks, so you can actually shoot down your trap tunnels. I think that'll be really good. Tell you what, I might make a little trap tunnel. Never really make them in regular zones, but I might make just a little tunnel or a box or something, and really just spam down it. I think that would be really, really useful. Because not many things don't set off sploders. Only what, lefty righty and the plasmatron. They are 2 things I know that don't set off sploders. I was just going to say I'd edit that. But this will be very good then. I'm going to make a little tunnel here, and we'll just see. We'll see how good this works. I think it'll work really well now. Okay, we're about to start. One of the AFKs vanished. Probably kicked for inactivity. The other one's still there. So it's going to be a 2-person defense. This. Hopefully, they're going to go to the. Well, why are they going to the one side where there's actually somewhat a tunnel? That's frustrating. Let's just get it. Not as many husks I thought would spawn. Oh, they're all here. That's why. Spam this around. Really do think this is good for spamming into those trap tunnels if it doesn't set off those propane tanks. That was really quick. Want to get our cooldown back by using this with all the enemies coming. Here we go. Melt through those. You've already got 1 minute 15 seconds left on that cooldown, but we can massively reduce that by eliminating these guys. 1 minute 4 seconds. Nowhere near the 90 seconds that it says, especially when you've got loads of husks like this. I do think this will be very good in retrieve the data missions. They've got massive, they've got probably the best or highest husk spawn with 30 seconds left. So I think they'll be very good in something like a retrieve the data mission. Well, for these 20 seconds left, there we go. It's not going to take anywhere near as long as it initially says it is. Especially if we have, what's she called, double agent Evelyn on there. Oh, that guy's still in the trap tunnel. Right. Hopefully that tunnel... Oh, is he going to move away from the tunnel? I'm still going to spam down it. Let's just spam down it. Here we go. Get some. I'm going to hit at the angle. Look at that. It just... Because it has like the chance of hitting enemies like 6, 7, 8 times. That is crazy. We saw it hit a few enemies, 1 or 2 enemies down here a couple of times. There's some sploders as well. I'm just going to put a turret here. I think I should put a wall launcher on this wall as well, because I really don't want to fail this. I feel like I've invested too much at this point to risk... Oh, it's going to blow up. To risk failing it. That wall's going to go. Really? That knocked me down? Ugh. That's what happens when you have Arculo Jesses. They never do anything. I don't think I'm getting the... Oh, wait. Are they reviving me? They're going for the revive. Come on. Right, there we go. Increase that. Let's put a 130 launcher on there. Hopefully they don't break the wall as it's being repaired. That'll be annoying. Right, here we go. Get our lefty righty back. They've gone down as well. Let's go and get them. Oh, my tunnel's not going to be used anymore. I do think spamming walls or just fire this guy down trap tunnels. I've never really... I think I've had like one time I've played with lefty righty like properly. And that was with Double Agent Evelyn, and I really enjoyed it. Lefty righty is probably a massively underrated ability. Just feel like it still doesn't do as much as it could do in comparison with other abilities. Right, I'm just gonna wait till the next batch of spawns. Oh, we're really getting wrecked here. Here we go. I'm gonna try this again though. Shoot the wall so it goes back that way. Yeah, that is really good. It bounces all over the place. You are, once you shoot in the open like this though, off the bounce, they're just getting lost. Completely getting lost, those bullets. So that's why I'm thinking it is so much better shooting down a trap tunnel. Oh wow, this got destroyed. Are you kidding me? Come on. I think what'll be good if I just spam a load of wooden floor spikes. We're going to have sploders, but doesn't matter too much. Right, there's a lobber just in the distance. I want my lefty righty back, please. Give me some enemies to pistol. Come on. 50 seconds left. 48. Alright, this will get me it back quite quickly. There were 30 seconds. I'm just going to put another wall launcher on this, just so it throws them away while it can self-heal the wall. 20 seconds. Might make a little S-box here as well. Just like so. Just so they've got to come in. A few walls like that won't harm you. Very difficult sometimes. Just because of where the spawns are. That should work though. Got it back. Oh, there's only a few husks coming. Again, I'm just spam down here. Just going to hit the walls. Oh, you're already getting through. Got to be kind of accurate with it. Or predict where they're going. Again, I think that's really good because it has that chance of just hitting enemies multiple times. I'm going to put a turret here. Oh, so difficult when there's just two of you. Melt through these guys. I'm not sure if this anti-leecher system even works. They said it did, but I've never actually seen proof that it works. There's the proof it doesn't work. Melt through them. We need that cooldown back. Feels like we're not getting it as fast as I feel like we should. I know with Double Agent Evelyn, hers is like one elimination is 4-second cooldown, so you can pretty much have lefty righty like 90% of the actual defense. We've only got 1 minute left. This is going pretty quickly. There's still one more thing I actually do want to test. I'll probably take this into another mission afterwards because I really want to test it out. Probably go into a lower zone though. Let's just use some of his abilities. Just regular shockwave and grenades. There we go. 40 odd seconds left. Well, we're doing this. I'm not even sure what this mission's for. If it's for anything. It's going to launch him back down there, hopefully. It is. Come on, give me out. I've got time for one more lefty righty. Come on. Give it to me. Here we go. Spam through it. He doesn't necessarily do a ton of damage against the high health enemies, but it's because it bounces, which is what I think makes this probably the best lefty righty in that. I know, I think it's wow, the minibus came so late. I think it's Raven that has explosive lefty righty, which again, that's very good, but I think this is better just because if you've got trap tunnels, there's nothing really you can fire down a trap tunnel that helps it out without risking setting up propane tanks. This definitely doesn't risk it. You can shoot the walls and it's going to pace through everything. Look at our combat score as well, 4,296. That is really, really high. So I've just launched into a lower zone in a private session just because I want to actually check that bouncing damage, really. Let's block this blaster in. I'm going to only take... Let's just hide behind a tree while he does what he does. I'm going to literally just do a single shot, see how many damages or hits it does. Oh, wow! Okay. Oh, that was actually really good. Didn't expect it to just eliminate in 3 shots. I know he lost a bit of health. Let's just say 4 shots. But, wow. That did a ton more damage than I actually thought it was going to do. So after that, I really, really think Carbide is an incredibly useful hero. I can keep referring to, say if you're in a really high power mission, you've got your trap tunnels there, you've done say an S-box or something, and a few enemies are still getting through, just whip out that lefty righty, spam fire down that tunnel. There's no risk at all of setting off exploders. We didn't actually, when we were shooting those propane tanks, they weren't detonating, which was really surprising because barely anything doesn't set off propane tanks, which is why I think this is very useful. The damage as well, because it bounces like we saw with the blaster at the end, you literally shoot once and it pierces through it multiple times. I believe it's up to 9 times. I'm not too sure. It's 8 or 10 or 9, one of those 3 numbers there. But it can bounce so many times, and so one shot can turn into 8 shots or 9 shots or 10 shots. So you're doing, let's just say 8, let's have the lowest number. You're doing 8 times the amount of damage than you would with just a single shot. And I believe it had affliction as well, which is just crazy. You're just really doing so much damage. Like the smasher at the start as well, I didn't realise it bounced a lot. I thought it bounced once and then vanished, but it bounces loads of times. That's why we eliminated that smasher behind myself so quickly. I really like this guy. I do think he's one of the better heroes in this game. I am going to leave this here. Do let me know what you guys thought of this, and as always, thank you for watching.